Hello everyone, welcome to our first Do Try This at Home science activity. These activities are all about materials that you probably have sitting around your house or out in your garage, or if you have a potting shed or some other sort of building where you might have these materials gathered around. Today we're going to be making a craft stick catapult. For this we're going to need 3 items. We're going to need some craft sticks, we're going to need some rubber bands, and we're going to need a plastic spoon. This is all that we will need to make our craft stick catapult. Now, let me talk to you about the numbers that we have for each one of these. You will see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rubber bands. I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 craft sticks. So here is step number 1 in making our craft stick catapult. We're going to take 5 of our craft sticks here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you can see here, I have stacked them on top of each other. This is going to be our base or bar for our catapult. Now to hold this together, I'm going to twist a rubber band, just like if you were going to twist up hair or combine some other things with a rubber band. We're just going to put it over the end and then twist it over, bring it back on top, and just repeat that process until it is fully fastened on one end. We want it to be nice and tight. Now we're going to take another rubber band and we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So we'll put it over, twist, and then just repeat the twisting process until we have that end secure as well. All right, so I'm going to set this down for a second because we need to take our other 2 craft sticks. This is going to be the arm of our catapult, and this time I'm only going to put a rubber band down on one end to hold this together. So I'm going to, just like I did before, put it over, and I'm going to twist, and I'm going to twist, and I'm going to twist. I'm going to try to have this down toward the bottom part as much as I can. Now, what I need to do is we're going to combine these 2 shapes. So I'm going to pull and stretch these apart. I'm going to be really careful not to pull these so far apart that that's going to break. And I'm going to take my bar that we made with the 5 craft sticks, and I'm going to slide it down as far as it will go. Be kind of making a little bit of a T or a plus sign or a cross. So we want to have it down as much as we can. Now, I can't leave it like this because obviously it's going to fall out. So what we're going to do with 2 of our rubber bands, we're going to create an X with these rubber bands. Now, this is the complicated part of this little activity. What we have to do is we're going to take our rubber band and we're going to put it right here. It's going to be meeting underneath the bar, but on top of our arm, just right down here in this little corner. And when I do that, I have to stretch it out all the way over all of this to this side, to where it's on this side. Then just like I did with all the other connections I made, we have to take it and then pull it back over all of it and pull it back over all of it and just keep going until we have a really good tight fit. So that is one side of our bar, and you can move your arm so you can try to get it as close to the center as possible. Then I'm going to turn it around and we're going to do the same thing. The rubber band is going to go right here in this spot underneath the bar, but on top of the arm right here. So I'm going to set it right there, and then I'm going to pull it over on this side, and then we'll twist it just like we did with our others as we work it around. So, okay, so you can see now we have created our X that's going to hold our bar in with our arm. And if it slides up too much, you can very carefully kind of slide it back down there. Now all we have left to do is attach our spoon. You could attach your spoon down here like this. That's not going to give you a lot of height for when you want to fire anything. What I'd recommend for the spoon placement is slide it up the arm right to where the bowl part or the curved part of the spoon is directly off of the arm part of your catapult here. Then we take a rubber band, being very careful just to put it around the spoon and the top part of our arm, and we're going to, just like we've been doing, turn and twist and turn and twist and turn and twist. Now this one, I'm going to slide down to the bottom part of the spoon. And with my last rubber band, I'm going to put it up here on the top. So we'll go through, we'll twist. Okay, so we have our base or bar of our catapult. We have our arm right here where we have this little piece down here where the arm meets the bar. That's our fulcrum. The place where we're going to put our load, or what we're going to fire, is going to be up here in the spoon. And this is going to be a really good example of one of Newton's laws of motion. For every action there is an equal but opposite reaction, because what we hope will happen is whatever we put inside our catapult should hopefully be able to fire out. And here at the end of this video you'll see a little clip of us test firing the catapult, and what we're going to be using is, I have this little miniature little pom-pom, and when I want to go to fire it, when you put it in the spoon, you don't want to just leave it like that, because when you go to fire it's just going to fall out and not be a really good shot. What you want to do is we're going to hold it right underneath our finger toward the top of the spoon, and here in just a little bit we'll show you our test fire. So here's our construction part. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I want you guys to keep reading, and let's see how this thing works. Okay, now we're getting ready to test our catapult. Just like I mentioned a little bit before, you want to make sure that you can see we have our pom-pom here loaded in our spoon. We don't want to leave it down here like this. We want to carefully put our finger on it and hold it toward the top part. This is going to maximize our distance. Now, I do not want to fire it with it being flat like this. I'm not going to get a whole lot of distance because of gravity. I don't want to hold it to where it's pointing down toward the ground like this, because again, I'm going to be bothered by gravity, the force that pulls everything back down to the earth. What I want to do is I want to hold it at about a 45-degree angle like this. I'm going to grasp it here around our X. That makes a really good gripping point. To add a little bit of stability, I'm going to put my thumb back here underneath our spoon on the arm part of the catapult. I'm going to pull back on our pom-pom, which is the load for the catapult. You want to pull back, but don't pull back so hard that you break the spoon. Then just count yourself down. 3, 2, 1, fire. We had a successful launch. I hope that you did as well. Hope you guys enjoyed making these catapults, and I'll see you guys in the next video.